Hi, and welcome back to the channel, guys. We are continuing The Boys Season 2. This is episode 8, titled What I Know. The last episode of the season. Already, it's just, whew, that went by quick. And man, yeah, so much shit is going on. The big thing from the last episode, obviously, that's what happened in the last couple of minutes. In the courtroom, with all the heads exploding and panic and everything, and whew, yeah, there were a lot of comments about that, and yeah, we thought it may have been, or it might have been Cindy, because that was, yeah, maybe a little bit too obvious, a bit of a misdirect. Maybe it's not her. It's probably not. We'll see in this one. And as we've said before, when it comes to, you know, wrapping up things, or if we're expecting for them to wrap things up in this season finale, no, we aren't. More or less expecting for them to deliver us another cliffhanger, pretty much just like we got at the end of season 1. But if you are ready,
I very much am.
then let's do it. And you can, of course, always check out our full-length reactions, where you can sync up the footage with your own copy of the episode. We also have early reactions for Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's all over on Patreon, and the link is down in the description below. And where's the remote? There we go. So sorry. Here we go.
Okay, what if we got hard proof? A witness, anything.
If you could get Jesus Christ himself, or maybe Homelander, in front of a camera, sure. I really am sorry.
Damn.
Who do we know with a video of Homelander?
Oh. Yeah, of course. She's escaping. She's and she knows where Butcher is.
Oh yeah, he told her.
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too. You be safe.
Okay.
I don't like people standing on the side of the road.
Yeah, we've seen that before. What happened to them?
Yeah.
The RPG releases an electromagnetic pulse on impact. Should cut through Stormfront's plasma balls.
How sure are you?
It's a guesstimate.
Guesstimate.
You had every reason to give up on me. So why didn't you?
I just would never.
That's why I'm helping.
Oh,
Yeah, of
You're
course.
stupid to text. Haven't I done enough for you?
it's not for her. It's for everybody.
Didn't I save your fucking life?
He said he lives under a pawn shop and he's flatbush.
Oh.
Hey, let her in.
Help me.
Well, I can't exactly be seen with you at the tower now, can I?
Of course.
First one? No, thank you. Awful stuff.
Deep is still a win. Shall I have business affairs reach out?
Please do. Let me walk you out.
He heard that?
Sons of bitches.
Yep.
I will find your son.
Thank you.
Maybe he's at that other house where where Homelander kept a doppelganger. Maybe.
What is it, Samantha? What's his name?
William Butcher. Hi. We've been having a super fun
Oh, nope, he's there. Okay.
I love you. Can I get a selfie? Sure. Selfie?
Homelander. Kids first. I'm a huge fan.
Can I get a picture?
I'm not quite sure Ryan is enjoying this.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, and he's not used to that.
Some shit, birds?
Motherfuck! Oh.
Even now, bitch.
What did he...
Holy shit.
But why are you doing this? Fuck that Nazi bitch.
Boom!
What did he give them?
Everything.
Maybe you should take a look in the mirror, mate. Because that bitch should bother you.
Yeah.
Of course she does.
I'm taking my wife back. That's the deal.
I'm not sure Becca...
And what happens when Rebecca shows up at my doorstep begging to be reunited with her boy?
Because that's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And you call me a ruthless bastard.
You tell me where he is, and I'll do the rest.
She's gonna hate you for it.
It's not the way to do it, Butcher.
The people that raised me were scared of me, so they kept their distance. And I had to figure it all out by myself. See? Well, you don't have to go through any of that. I'll teach you.
Really?
I love you.
Kind of sweet, but...
Well done, you two. This'll do nicely. Getting the kid back ain't your fight, and I ain't gonna ask you to come along.
Lick my big black balls.
Of course, we're in.
Let's get a shift on.
So what is the plan exactly?
Oh, and they send a mail. Stormfront is a Nazi, and I didn't see to who.
It's through social media and the news and...
I need you to promise me that you will save him no matter what, and you will get him back to me.
I swear to you on Lenny's soul.
Okay.
Butcher. You can't have it both ways.
There's no swear jar here, so you can hate away.
I don't really hate anyone.
Yeah.
No, he's a good kid.
That is very sweet, Brian. They want to wipe us from this earth just because of the color of our skin.
Wait, what?
Really?
You're trying to indoctrinate him?
It's called white genocide.
What?
And we're gonna need...
Even Homelander's like, what? What?
You're fucking kidding me.
What?
You've been outed.
What?
Photos showing Stormfront with Nazi high command, including Goebbels and Goering.
What are you thinking now, Maeve?
Nazis are bad.
What? Damn.
What's Malfeasance?
It's a...
Was she part of the attack?
Oh.
Oh, that's what it is.
Shit, that's loud.
We gotta go.
I love you so much.
Go, go, go,
You're
go,
okay,
go,
we're
go,
gonna
go,
okay?
go.
Come on.
Who's that?
That's my husband. It's all right.
Butcher, you can't go through with this.
It was a sound bomb.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
What's going on?
Oh, he's not.
What's wrong?
He's not gonna do it.
Take my car.
No, you have to come with us.
I cut a deal with Stanek. Fuck me, I couldn't do it. Bedroom's clear. Kitchen's clear.
Oh, they got there fast.
Butcher.
But yeah, they're probably...
The concert board.
Yeah, they were standing ready, and that's who we called them. Yeah, okay, got it.
I hear you say butcher. What's going on?
All these people are about to die.
Yep.
And they know that.
I don't want to pass my shit on to him.
Don't say that. You have to come with us.
Please, you gotta let me do this one fucking thing.
Go, 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 go.
Hard decision, but the right one, Butcher. No, no, no. I was just about to say something better not fucking happen to... MM is alive. Both alive.
They just don't like the word Nazi. That's all.
Hey, you all right? Go. We'll hold her off.
Kimiko, what are you gonna...
What?
And what are you laughing at?
She's gonna stick her boot up your Nazi kitty.
Only she didn't say kitty. Oh shit.
Your regime! Is in the cards our only chance!
Why didn't you take that with you when you first... Fuck, no!
Oh, she is mad.
Yeah. But is she gonna be able to? No, 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 no. But she can heal, right?
I don't know if she can heal from that.
Come on, Starlight. Can't you absorb, like, the lightning or something?
Hey, crowd.
Oh, yeah! And she healed. Fuck yes. Hey, crowd.
Yeah! That's the kind of girl power I want to see, man.
Yeah. All three of them fucking just kicking the shit out of her.
You Nazi bitch!
Girls do get it done.
Oh, that's not good.
They did beat her, so... And he fucking just killed all of those guys.
Yep.
Looks like Huey now, covered in blood.
Love you, Ryan.
Oh!
Damn!
You fucking bitch.
No, 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 no. Ryan.
Come on.
Now there's someone he hates. What?
Did he hit Becca?
Oh shit!
I'm shot in einen Apfelbums.
Sorry. Sorry, Mom.
No. No. Yeah, fuck. No, 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 no.
You make sure he knows that. It's good. You promised me you keep him safe.
Please don't hurt the boy. Please. But you don't hurt the boy, please.
Im Schatten eines Apfelbaums. Es war...
She's just speaking gibberish. It is German, but yeah.
You do this? Have it your way.
Stop. Let them go. Or I release this.
I'll destroy everything and everyone.
Great. As long as everyone sees what a fucking monster you are. As long as no one ever loves you again.
Thanks to the heroism of Queen Maeve and Starlight, Stormfront has been neutralized as being held in an undisclosed location.
Bart needs to take a firm anti-Nazi stance right now. Wait, does that mean... I just spoke to Stan Edgar. You're back in. Fuck yes! I'm sorry, Deep, but they only had one slot. redemption tools.
Fuck.
You have to be patient.
Fuck Fresca.
Fuck Fresca.
Could you?
Deep. Poor son of a bitch.
We'll just be friends then.
Oh God, no. I'm still gonna cling on to you. I'm not fucking crazy.
Thank you.
I was just about to say, that's not what he meant.
He was taking a piss on her.
Yeah. Not gonna cling to as many people, but still gonna cling to you.
Remember what I told you.
Don't be a cunt.
Where is he going, though?
No way.
With whom?
Victoria Neuman is the new czar.
Oh.
She's sneaking me some off-the-books funding for a team that can keep tabs on the soups.
Is he getting horrible? Daddy!
And a little penguin.
Yeah.
Thought he was maybe gonna bring the dollhouse, but...
Yeah.
And these two.
They're going dancing?
Are you jacking off?
Mm-hmm.
While looking at what? Oh, he's just... Okay. That imagery, what the fuck? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
You just want to have to not pay taxes. That's... Okay, so it's not the Church of the Collective doing the head popping.
It is her.
What the fuck? Alright. They hit that well.
Yeah.
You Campbell.
I think it's time I stand on my own 2 feet.
They know you're here?
Haven't told them yet.
When can you start?
Interesting. And then we got some more Billy Joel.
Yeah.
Whoa. Holy fuck. What a season finale. A lot happened, but let's just start with the thing in the end there. Victoria. She's the one who did the head popping.
She's the head popper.
That's... Yeah, I honestly have to say, I didn't really see that coming. I know some of you have been saying in the comments, and I'm sure many of you are gonna go like, see what I said? But that it was her, because she was looking in the direction of the people getting popped. And I just thought to myself, well, yeah, she was looking at people as they got popped, because that's hard not to look at. And even her own assistant, I think it was, kind of blew up behind her, and she turned around and wanted to go back, and she sat down and looked, you know, very like visibly distressed and scared and everything. And then Mallory kind of took her away. But now we got the confirmation that it actually was her. So why the fuck did she do that? Because then, you know, what we thought was her motive, you know, fighting the soups and Justice and Vought, like they were at a point at that hearing where they could have dealt a serious blow to Vought by just letting Vogelbaum speak. But she didn't want that. She just, you know, popped him and a lot of other people. So what was the meaning with that, and what is her real motive? Like, what does she really want then?
Maybe she's a politician, right? So maybe she wants power. Like, she wants to be the president. And yeah, I'm not exactly sure the specific motives behind each and every person.
No.
So I can't really like, and I don't want to predict things. I've come to a point where I just want to. I don't want to think about too much and predict things because I just want to watch it and just let me be surprised.
Yeah.
And just let me experience everything without
theorizing too much. Yeah. I totally get that. I totally get that. And yeah, that was also the case for us with the whole head popping thing, that we weren't trying to,
with a lot of things.
And because we were just trusting that they were gonna show us what really happened, or tell us, or give us some hints, which they definitely did. So yeah, that's one question answered, so to say. But as I also mentioned at the start, a lot happened in this episode. A lot. And fuck, yeah, some of the really big stuff. The biggest. We lost fucking Becca.
Yeah.
That was such a sad scene. Holy fuck. And I just gonna, say the acting in this episode in particular, like throughout the entire season and the entire series, it has been great. But in this episode, I think in particular, both Anthony Starr and Carl Urban, everybody involved. Holy fuck, that was some brilliant acting right there. You could really feel the tension and the sadness and the horror and the tragedy at every turn. And even Stormfront, like she apparently she didn't end up dying. Like they have her somewhere at a secure facility, so they're kind of keeping her alive. I don't know what can kill her. Like obviously, she can get very much injured, both with the knife in the eye and then afterwards with Ryan's laser just completely blowing her legs off and arms off and burning her. But she is still alive, and she was just speaking incoherent German at the end there. So what's gonna happen with that whole thing? Now the Nazi plot has kind of been beaten, or it's kind of gone because she's gone now. And for now, yeah. And Edgar did a whole 180 about her because he's just worried about the stocks and the money. He's just the money guy.
It's just business.
It's all business. Nothing personal to him. It's all business. So he just, he'll just go wherever the wind blows, it seems, and he'll just readjust things. And that's also what happened with, getting Starlight back into the Seven. I did not expect for her to ever get back into the Seven or Vought. What could potentially get her back, but this could. Her outing Stormfront and also beating her, or just rendering her. That wasn't her who did it. That was Ryan. But yeah, she got the credit still. Her and Maeve, for beating Stormfront and outing her as the Nazi that she is. But it was actually A-Train who did a lot of the heavy lifting there by getting those documents from the Church of the Collective, which they didn't mind at all. Like that was just, hey, you just helped take down a Nazi, and I think we should have a stand again. We should stand against Nazis. That's a good thing to do. Where it's like, yeah, of course, you should always be against fucking Nazis. But yeah, he did that, and now he's back into the Seven. The Deep isn't.
No.
Poor fucking guy. Sorry, like he's still do have some sympathy for him, even though like. He is an asshole, and the thing that he did back at the start of season 1, that's still fucking horrible. We'll never forgive him for that. But it's just he's gone through so much, and he
doesn't change. That's the thing. He doesn't change.
Exactly.
Everything is just about. I don't know. It's even when he was complaining about that Alistair guy, and he was just like, and you gave me this crazy girlfriend, and she gives horrible blowjobs. It's just like, that's the thing you're thinking about. Like
he's such a simple guy. Like he's really not the brightest at all. And he just let them access his bank account, and he's just been paying them a lot of stuff and to get to level 7. And he also mentioned something about space dust, and that's just another reference that this is basically Scientology. and he's just had enough, and they've just been taking advantage of him. And then Alistair, as he said to him in the end, where it's just like, now you're being a toxic personality, just like with the Eagle the Archer. So which means they're just gonna give him the boot, pretty much, just like they did with the Eagle
and
guy.
It was a little bit of like a karma thing, I would say, because he was so quick to just denounce like the Eagle, even though he's like, he's a nice guy, and they were like, no, he's a toxic personality. And he was like, yeah, I never liked him that much. Anyway.
He even did the same with A-Train at first, where Alistair was like confronting A-Train about taking getting the information about Stormfront, and Deep was like, oh no, I knew nothing about that. Fuck that guy. And then when Alistair kind of turned the situation around, and then he was all like, oh, that's awesome, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that dude. Like, he's very entertaining.
As I said, he just doesn't change. He doesn't. It's like, I don't know if it's because he's too simple to change, or whatever it is. He's just, at least he's very not.
And also,
fortunate.
These Church of the Collective people were helping him to change, but that wasn't really why they were doing it. Like, they were just using him. Like, maybe if you got some real help with someone who actually wants to help him, some real fucking therapy, because it isn't destructive, maybe that would change him and make him realize who he is, and not just, getting into a cult and drinking some mushroom tea and having a bit of a weird Patton Oswalt Gills in the Deep session. That didn't change him as a person. It maybe opened his eyes a little bit to some things and just change him in the way that they wanted to change him. But it didn't, it didn't do anything good for him, really.
The problem is when you're messing with people's head, is that person might just turn around and, you might, get inside their head, and when you're in there, you can easily indoctrinate them to do your bidding. And they have been, like, while therapy for the person is very constructive and can help them, if they're starting to get manipulated with, you can easily turn someone into, like, a puppet.
Or, I imagine so. And that's kind of what they did.
But also a little bit like we saw with Stormfront and Homelander. Like, she knew exactly what buttons to push because of his insecurities, and how she could, like,
manipulate him and use him to her advantage and her whole Nazi cause. Yeah, exactly. But that's over now, as we said. And Homelander, he was a bit back and forth in this episode, and trying to be a dad for Ryan and do the right thing. And I do believe there is definitely some sincerity there, that he wanted to be a father, and he just wanted to be able to fly around with his own kid and do the same things, and that's why he was pushing him so hard to learn, to fly and to use the laser with the eyes and everything. And then in the end there, like, I'm not quite sure what really was going through his head, because through the season he's also been back and forth with the whole, do I need people to love me or not? And he was, saying to Maeve, if you release that footage from the plane, I will destroy everyone and everything. And then she said, but then people will finally see you for the monster that you are. Like, I don't care. So, he must still, want people to love him.
That's the only thing that the guy wants. And Vogelsbaum said he was a good kid. And, of course, then he just turned into a monster later on, like, as everything progressed. But he just wants acknowledgement. He just wants, love and support, because he never got that as a child, because he was an orphan. He was just a fucking petri dish.
He was just a lab rat,
Exactly, not a petri dish. A lab rat, that's what they're called. And he was just like a guinea pig, really. And it was... so of course the only thing he ever wanted was people to notice him and love him and acknowledge him, and he just basically lost some of his biggest fans, or the greatest support, or pillars of, I don't know what they're called, but like fundaments in for him. Like, he lost Stormfront
Oh,
has
people,
been,
yes, okay, yeah.
like, yeah, he lost her.
Mm.
Or at least, of course she's still alive, but yeah, he lost her. And then it's like he has to say goodbye to Ryan, leave Ryan alone.
Mm.
And then it's like, do you want love, or do you want everybody, or do you want to,
Be admired by everybody, or
do you want the love and being admired by everybody, or do you just want to be torn down and be seen for that monster you really are? And then I think he kind of just gave in and resorted back to what he was before, like this very insecure, very basically his values, or his personal value is determined by how much other people love him.
Mm.
And like everything stems back to the insecurity and the neglect and growing up without parents and stuff like that. And then he just resorted completely back to that.
Yeah.
That's what we
even
saw
though
in the end.
Yeah, he was just standing there and masturbating in front of the entire city, and just telling himself, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Just like he's trying to convince himself or something, while pleasuring himself. And it's just his relationship to both others and himself, and the entire, it's just, yeah, it's off. But yeah, we know by now what kind of character he is, and as you're saying, with all the insecurities and him reverting back to that, and the reason why, and with Vogelbaum, and he even said it in this episode, like, no one ever got close to me because they were afraid of me, so I had to figure everything out on my own. Yeah, that's not gonna make it any better growing up like that at all. But I gotta say, there were many times throughout this episode where I thought we were going to lose someone, and then we didn't, and then then we also lost some of them later on. Like, I really thought when Stormfront, she showed up in front of the car and she just threw it away, I thought we just lost both Becca and at that point. I was pretty sure Ryan was going to survive because he is a soup, but no, both and Becca, they survived there, but then later on Becca unfortunately didn't. And yeah, every scene there was a soup involved pretty much in this last episode. I thought someone was about to die. And I gotta say also, just with people showing up, Maeve, she was just clutch throughout this entire episode. Damn. And also like just in this season, showing up when you need her the most. She saved Starlight in the last episode. From Black Noir, and he was out like in this one.
Yeah, he was unresponsive.
Yeah, exactly. Like apparently they're not sure whether or not there was any brain damage, but they don't think so. But he was out at least, and then she showed up and knocked out or helped defeat Stormfront in this one, and then just a little bit later when Homelander was just about to kill Butcher, it seems, she showed up again. And pressured or used the footage as leverage to get Butcher and Ryan out of that situation with Homelander. So yeah, she was just pretty amazing in this episode. Even though when Starlight and Huey, they went to her apartment, she was kind of like just telling them nothing is ever going to change, nothing's gonna get better, just get the fuck out of my apartment. But I do still think that what they told her and the fact that they showed up, like, it did something, and it inspired something in her, and she thought about it, and that's when she then changed her mind, and then.
But I think she's one of those people, like, she's down to her core. She's actually a very good person, and she wants to help. And she's been corroded over the years by all these horrible things happening to her, and at a certain point she just gave up, and when she tried to actually do something good again, and trying to this apathy that she's been feeling all this time, that when she tried to let go of that and try to let some hope and some light into her life through Elena and and possibly something that Starlight might have, put inside her, like put inside. Did that sound wrong? Instilled in her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she lost it again because she lost Elena, because Elena found out about her past and everything. So he also resorted back to what she was before and just went straight back into that apathy thing.
Mm-hmm.
But once it really counts, she's always there. So I think it's just a compulsion of her that she just wants to do good.
Yeah, and that's always been her. Like, that's always been what she wanted to do, and her whole reason for becoming a hero. And we also had that in the last season with, like, the story, one of the stories that also inspired Starlight, sorry, about Maeve, is when she saved a whole busload of children and almost broke her arm doing that. So she's always been wanting to do good, and as you're saying, just, through the course of her life, she's just been knocked down and just witnessing how her actions, maybe a lot of the time, they didn't do much of a difference, and no matter how much you try to do good, then the world still sucks, and she just became, as you said, jaded and apathetic, and she's had a few ups and downs with the whole Elena thing, but she still has that at her core, that she wants to do good. So as you're also saying,
and she can't help it.
Yeah, she can't help it. So when it really counts, she's there. Even though she tries to be apathetic and be like, no, I don't want to care about things, and I just want to do drugs and drown myself in whatever the world can offer me, because nothing is going to get any better than it's still in her, that goodness. So yeah, that was really nice to see that she really made a difference.
She came through. Yeah.
She came through very much, and girls can get it done, as we saw in that scene with them just kicking the shit out of Stormfront.
Man, I've wanted that for a long time.
Yeah,
it felt
same
so
here.
good.
Yeah, it really felt great, and I'm sure Kimiko, she was enjoying that as well. Was afraid for just a quick second there that fuck. Did she just kill Kimiko by breaking her neck? And then it's wait, of course she can heal, so she should be able to. And then, a few seconds later, she was waking up again, and getting ready to get back into the fight. So yeah, that was a cool fight, and we got some cool action in this episode, definitely. Even though the boys, they didn't get to use that whole fucking bazooka thing they had prepared for Stormfront, the RPG there, they didn't get to use that, but they still got to carry out most of the plan that they had prepared there, and with the speakers and everything. But now Ryan, he's we don't know where he's going. We just know he's being protected by Mallory, and he's gonna go somewhere. And he did get a few moments with Butcher to get a little lesson. Don't be a cunt. But I was kind of hoping that Butcher was going to learn how to maybe be a father figure and like kind of redeem himself a little bit by being there for Ryan. But no, Ryan needs to be safe and secure and like somewhere where Homelander can't find him and nobody knows where he is. And now Becca's not there anymore. Once again, fuck, that was so sad. But they have to do whatever they can to just try and get the best outcome, so to say. But there's still a chance that the boys, they can keep,
It was actually pretty well-rounded.
Yeah, surprisingly. You're right.
It was kind of, a nice little bow with a bow on top of it. Like, it's not as cliffhanger-ish, I think,
as the last one. No,
it was very nicely, neatly wrapped up, and like, of course it had like a we still have the team, we still have the boys, but Huey kind of closed that chapter, but tried to open kind of the same thing, but just under Victoria Neuman instead.
Oh yeah, he wants to work for her, which, and we know she's a bad guy now, or a villain, or whatever she is.
We don't know exactly much about her, at least. Just that she's an upcoming politician, and she wants to bring down the soups, and he also wants to bring down the soups.
Yeah, but she's a soup herself, so
we don't know much about her.
Exactly.
So he's just going a different route than the boys, and the boys actually got to get their lives back because all the records and all the charges have been dropped and everything.
Yeah.
And so that was pretty cool, and a bit like a teaser for, well, now they're gonna get into like the bringing down the soup stuff.
Yeah. And then they've even, there's a branch or government branch, it seems like, that's going to look more into soups, and that's going to be a whole thing. So they're going to try and hold soups accountable way more than they did before, and hold Vought accountable. And yeah, the boys, they get to keep doing what they're good at, just probably, minus Huey, but he's going to get mixed up into things again, I'm sure, in the next season. But yeah, they did actually wrap things up, a lot of things, and put a little bit of a bow on it, which is something we did not expect at all. And if you've been listening to all of our discussions, we've been saying they're probably not going to do that. It's going to be another cliffhanger, and it wasn't. So we were wrong. But I don't mind that. I do like when both movies and series, when the end, or when it's a series finale or the ending of a movie, I should rather say, that they wrap things up, kind of, but they still leave the door open for more stuff to come. And that's definitely what they did here.
Yeah, it's like I can definitely see, even if, let's see if it gets cancelled because of...
I don't think
it's gonna happen, because it's like super popular and really good and everything. But let's say it got cancelled because of reasons. I can definitely still accept it ending here.
Yeah.
But they still have so much left to work with.
Yes.
And yeah, I think that's one of the optimal ways of doing it.
Yeah, if it had ended here, I would definitely have been way more satisfied than if it had ended after season 1, because that was still, Butcher arriving with Homelander, and oh shit, there's Becca, there's a kid, and what about Huey, and they got away, or did they, and what about A-Train, and like there were so many more unanswered questions, that like really pressing questions in that finale compared to this one. So yeah, once again, it was just a nice ending, nice season finale, and a great season overall, I must say.
Crazy season.
If you ask me, then I think I do actually prefer season 2 to season 1.
Yeah.
I think it was just pretty much everything that happened throughout this season. It definitely just it worked for me, and they were just keeping the intrigue there, and a lot of the great action, of course, and the very dark humor, the great characters and the acting, and the very fast pacing. But I do think that they did give some characters more room to breathe in this season compared to the last one. Maybe that's just me, but yeah, all in all, great season. Oh, and got to go back to his family.
Yeah,
that was great to see. And Kimiko and Frenchie, like seems like they're really just getting to a good place with their relationship there, and being able to communicate now and dance and everything. But unless you have...
I do.
You do, all right.
I just want to really applaud the immense character development that happened in Butcher in this episode.
Yes.
We've come to know him as this disgruntled, almost as bad as Homelander, very black and white person. And we started the episode with him trying to cut a deal with Stan, and well, he did cut a deal with him, just so he could get Becca back, but without Ryan. And he actually turned back on his word, and I must say, I didn't, of course, I don't know if I expected it out of his character. I'm pleasantly surprised, but I just have to applaud him, because at this point I just thought he was so bitter in his ways, and when he took the crowbar, I was so afraid of Ryan. That's why I kept saying, don't hurt the boy, because the love of his life just died, and it was this kid that did it. And you could definitely see everything he was thinking, but Becca just has had she just had her way with him. Like, way of getting to him. I think she's the only person that could ever do that. And also the whole thing with his father in one of the last episodes, where he talked with his father, and he was just reminded of how shitty his father was, and he did one of the reasons he didn't want kids after all was he
didn't want to pass on what his father passed on to him.
Exactly, because he also felt like he was basically the same person as his father, and he didn't want to pass that on. But at least I think he kind of, believed in Becca and was like, well, maybe I can actually do this. Maybe I can actually help. I promised her to take care of this kid, so I will, because it was a dying wish. And it just showed immense character strength and immense character development in Butcher, at least, because, as I said up top, we didn't expect this from him.
No. He's been pretty one note all the way through. He just wants revenge, and he want to get back with Becca, but he does not want Ryan around because he's a soup, and Butcher hates soups, and that's just it. But he did turn it around, and he was able to see that no, of course, separating Becca from Ryan, that's not gonna work. Becca is not gonna accept that whatsoever. And when he picked up the crowbar, I think there was maybe for a moment when he was thinking about hurting Ryan, or he was mad at Ryan, because you could see it in his eyes, like he was definitely mad. But then Homelander showed up, and I think, that coupled with what Becca just said, that just, it clicked, and that's when he decided, no, I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna protect the kid. Just, I made a promise, and that's what I'm gonna do. And yeah, you're right, like Becca was the only one who could probably really get to him, besides maybe Lenny back in the day, and then also Huey a little bit, or just his canary, him having a canary, that is important, be it Lenny, Becca, Huey, whoever it is. It's important for him to have someone like that in his life.
And I must say that whole thing with Ryan slowly backing away from Homelander and kind of standing behind, yeah, Butcher, and it was just so powerful that he basically did not know this person. He has only seen him for a couple of minutes. Or a couple of moments earlier, right? And seeing just Homelander bathed in blood, and just basically kind of seeing what type of person Stormfront was, and coming to terms with him feeling actual hate, because that was
shit, and that was powerful. Let's just talk about that real quick. Because, yes, we know Homelander is powerful, and if he wanted to hurt Starlight with his lasers, it's not Starlight, sorry, Stormfront with his lasers, he probably could have done that. But Ryan definitely did. Like, that wasn't like the same with the whole laser my tits scene, where it just felt good, or just a good kind of hurt for her. Like, this really fucked her up. So Ryan is powerful as fuck. Just wanted to get that in there, because I think that's probably gonna come back at some point.
And you could definitely see through everything she said, and like Stormfront said in this one, like trying to get her agenda through, and trying to indoctrinate him a little bit with that, and he was just like, what the fuck is this woman talking about?
When she was like, people are after us because of the color of our skin, and like white people are being persecuted all around the world.
It's like white genocide.
White genocide. People want white genocide. It's like, what? What are you even like? If there are people out there who want that, then that's really bad. But no, that's not like something that everybody wants.
And you could just see, but even Homelander was like, "What the?"
Yeah, exactly. Even Homelander's reaction was like, "Huh."
What?
Really?
and Ryan being new to everything. It was just so many things at once, and then all the people around him, because he's never been around that many people. And trust me, as someone who's very sensitive to sounds, a lot of people, it's just too much sometimes, and especially when you're not used to it, and especially when you have no idea what's going on, and you're a little bit insecure or stuff like that. Well, poor kid, just a load of just inputs, sensory inputs, and he couldn't like.
Yeah, it was a good thing that Homelander actually took him away from that situation, and that does go back to, I do think there was some sincerity with, you know, Homelander. I mean, wanting to be a dad to Ryan, just a little bit, but
of course.
but yeah, either way, Ryan, he's powerful, and he was able to you know, hate someone, even though, you know, he was like I need to put a dollar in the swear jar every time I say hate. That was kind of sweet. And he's, you know, been raised not to hate anyone or anything. But Stormlander and Nazis, you're allowed to hate Nazis. That's all right. And
even though I think it was quite interesting point that she made.
I keep saying, sorry, it's just
Stormfront.
I keep calling her Starlight or Stormlander or what? Stormfront. I don't know why I don't. I keep, you know, yeah. Sorry, you were saying.
I just think it was an interesting point that she was making. Where it was like, well, people still feel the same, like they feel the same, and they say like they have the same opinions, but as soon as you put the word Nazi on it, that they don't like the word Nazi. It's like when people have certain opinions and then they say, and being called out for it, and then they're like, but I'm not a Nazi.
Or I'm not a racist.
Or I'm not a fascist. Or
but
whatever.
What
and then it's like, well, all your opinions are just lining up to that term. So it's just like, well, I get what she's saying. Like, well, they just don't like the word Nazi, and that's the thing that they're against.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, she did have a point in what she was saying. I don't condone Nazism.
No.
That's the whole point of it.
Exactly. Not at all. And it is funny, like how I'm sure, yeah, some people, if they have or if they share opinions, you know, with Nazis or racists, you should definitely call it out and just call it what it is. And even if people are like, no, I'm not a Nazi, I'm not a racist, I'm not this, I'm not that. We just let's just agree to disagree. No, we can agree to disagree on fucking pizza toppings, not when it comes to, you know, human rights. Let's not say let's agree to disagree on human rights. No, that's not something we can just, you know, yeah. Sorry, we're not trying to get political or anything here.
I just thought it was a very interesting point. And this show in general, and especially this season, I feel like has been very on the nose with certain political and humanitarian issues. It is it's so meta, and it's so critical of, well, society and the world we live in right now. It's very much like a mirror and a reflection of that, and a commentary on that. And I just think it's like, it's so on the nose. How can you not talk about this stuff? Of course, we don't want to incite a big discussion or anything like that. We're just pointing out these things.
Because they're there and it's part of the show. So yeah, it's hard not to talk about it, definitely, even though we want to keep things kind of light most of the times, and we don't want to get too political. But when it's a subject on the actual show that we are watching, then yeah, it is hard not to talk about it.
The whole show is about what this whole show is about. And you can't, it's like you can't really watch it without talking about this stuff.
Yes,
you know?
Yeah. But I think that's gonna do it, unless you have anything else. No, yeah, I think we've talked about pretty much everything that happened, and a lot of the stuff with the entire season. It was a great season of television. I'm really looking forward to seasons 3, whenever that one comes. If we're getting one, I'm pretty sure we are. I don't know if it has been confirmed yet or not. Feel free to tell us in the comments. But yeah, that's 8 great episodes, and looking forward to more down the line. But thank you guys so much for watching, as always, and we will see you very soon. Bye.
Bye.